Good afternoon, welcome to this Tuesday. In this video, we're going to have a quick look at the price of Bitcoin as all the levels have been lost in front of you. So let's start with a clean chart now. So in front of us, we do have the Bybit chart in front of us on a 4-hour time frame, and we can see that we are approaching this this wick from the other day, but I think everyone's looking for this one here. Plus, we do have that naked daily point of control at 101, 600 area, 500 area that everyone's looking at as well now as well. So there's a couple of situations that can occur here. Either we are going to break this level and wick all the way back down to at least 90, 95, 92. There could be a bounce trade there, or we're going to come and fill this wick, and everybody that is talking about this will get lucky and long, and we're going to go to all-time highs. Very unlikely, very unlikely. Got the whole of X, YouTube, and every influencer talking about this. I spoke about this when a long time ago, and now it's not even relevant. Now I don't care if this wick gets filled or not, because we have other problems. So in a market like this, especially when we were here, especially when we were here and we were looking for long positions, got stopped out, you can always find a short position. I'm actually going to make a video on shorting Bitcoin and altcoins, which is going to be coming out very, very soon. You might want to check that video out, because this is a strategy which I'm going to show. So looking at the price action now, what we can do is very simply, we are going to, let's just have a quick look at this volume area from here to here, to be honest. Okay, so our 1078, right? Okay, yeah, we were getting rejected here. Okay, fine, not a problem. There's always another trade. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we are approaching oversold territories that could give us a bounce, but the daily time frame is what I want to focus on very quickly. Sorry, not the daily, the weekly. I want to look at this weekly time frame. So what we do have here, I see. So 101, yeah, we're approaching this 50 EMA now. A lot of people are saying, or should I say a lot of YouTubers and TA guys are saying that if we do break this 50, you know, we're going to enter a bear market. If we break 98, look, we can wick into it. We can come all the way, actually we can come all the way and test the low of this band that I have here, which is sitting at 95 at the time of this recording. So there's only one way we can take a long position here, and this chart, no chart is going to be able to help you on that. You could actually wait until we have a structure in place, but I'm not going to be doing that, to be honest. I'm going to set some levels very quickly. So the first one is obviously the wick, yeah. So we want to see what reaction do we get here. Do we get a SFP here, swing failure pattern? Do we get buy pressure? The most important thing here, guys, is buy pressure. There's nothing else for us to look at anymore. We've lost all the levels. We're either going to smash through this line that I've drawn, or we are gonna break through it, find acceptance above it, and see some buy pressure. That's what we need to focus on, buy pressure. And how do we see that? We see that through order flow. So there is no point in me saying we're going to go here, we're going to go there, we're going to come here. There's too many probabilities now. You know, we can come down, back test this, come down. If that does happen, then I'm going to look for a clear short. It's a clear short position. So it's easy to figure this out. You know, you just need to look at order flow. You know, you need to look at order flow, and do we have buyers coming in? Do we have buy pressure? You know, we need to look at the delta. You know, I wouldn't look at the depth of market too much because there's too much spoofing going on. You know, some of these, I don't want to say too much, but some of them are just carrying on with too much spoofing, and so it's a bit relevant looking at that. But that's our first level. Our second level is going to be the 96, 98, 97 area. We have another daily and weekly level. Again, look where we are. We can just, I mean, we're going to fill this wick. We can just aggressively come and eat this. So the wick can be very, very aggressive. New York session is going to show us a lot today. You know, could we base out here? Could we base out here, have a retracement back up? Let's have a quick look at that. Assuming where we are right now, 103,800 is the low, which I doubt. You know, we could get a retracement back up to at least the 50%, 0.5, which is at 107,312, and you know, it's just game probabilities. You know, we one thing I have seen from this move down, it's not impulsive. I mean, that's impulsive. This doesn't look, this looks like a slow bleed. It was a slow bleed, meaning that we could have an ABC structure forming here. Now, I don't really follow these ABC structures, you know, but it does look like that, and they do actually work. And some of these other TA guys out there know what they're doing with this. I'm just going to look at order flow. I want to see what happens here. Actually, we didn't take the liquidity, but we made a double bottom. So yeah, we're probably coming back any minute now to take that liquidity. But let's get this wick out. We also know now that at 108,000 we have 100x shorts there. What do you think is going to happen to them? So I'm actually expecting a bounce trade, but I don't know where it's going to bounce. You know, I want to see how New York opens. I want to see how order flow, what the order flow is like. For a swing long, I have no levels for swing longing. You know, so you always have to treat each trade as a scalp, protect that position, add to the position, but take profit at resistance. Yeah. Let's have a look at the VWAPs. Right, here are your VWAPs, your main support VWAPs. So we can see we've lost all the support. We've only got one more weekly VWAP, and that is sitting at 95k. And that also aligns with the weekly 50 EMA I just showed you. The band sits there as well, so we could wick into 95 for a swing position. I would look at that zone, you know, from here. But I don't know where we would target. Would we target the first VWAP? These are your going to be your bands, and that's the top of the band. So that could be a nice swing position that I'm going to look into. I'm only going to risk 3% of my capital on this, and that's quite excessive as well. You know, so that's a swing position, but anything in these bands are just going to be bounce trades. We've got 100 and please mark these off. 106.44. I don't even want to go into this. you know. So you only got 106.44, and you got 95. You lose this VWAP, here. What do you want me to say? Bear market, whatever you want to call it. So, couple of trade setups that I am looking for. So I want to see a swing failure pattern of this, and I'll be targeting at least, I would say, the 108 area. But I target 107, then 108, and then my final resistance at this VWAP. These VWAPs are very, very powerful. Okay, so we've made a bit of a mess here, but you know, this is the only thing I really can, you know, see here in this structure, to be honest. I hope that has helped you. And if you do want to trade on a fantastic exchange, check out BYDFI. They're doing an amazing offer. This amazing offer where, you know, you can get a 20% deposit bonus. Put in 1,000, you get 200, etc. You get the picture. Amazing exchange. And if you do want to join my free well, it's not free, my Telegram group, where we do share live setups. We've been shorting altcoins like crazy, you know. Everybody is very, very profitable in there. They've been shorting the crap out of these shit coins. Yeah, you get live setups, okay, including obviously Bitcoin scalps. So you need to deposit at least $500 in your BYDFI account. Send me a UID and press join, and you get a lifetime membership. That's all I have for you guys. Have a great day.